Hey, so we are going to briefly go over our oracle deck. Okay, so this is our purple print oracle deck, and this is also going to be a sensual embodiment, forward focus type of deck, right? But they can really be used for just you coming back into your body, especially if you're somebody who has maybe struggled with trauma, who struggled with not even feeling unseen by others, but maybe feeling unseen by yourself, not being clear on how to talk to your body, connect with stillness. This is going to be a deck that's really helpful. This is also something that's really helpful, I would say, in a class if you're wanting to teach others how to practice some embodiment for themselves, give them an affirmation, give them a mantra. It's easily workable. So let me show you what I mean. This card from the bottom of the deck is Echo of Stillness. So every single one of the cards is going to come with a quote. Silence is not emptiness. It is the womb of knowing. Okay. And then how do we embody this? So the next part we have is embodiment. The embodiment of Echo of Stillness is sit in quiet, listen until you hear your truth rise. This seems like nothing, but this could be a big challenge for someone to just sit, right? But it's also not just challenge, but it's permission for someone to sit who maybe is always told not to sit. Okay. And your mantra that you can use while you sit or whenever you want is I rest in divine stillness. So for me, what I would utilize with this is if I pull this card for myself, like this is to me a cue to be silent, to turn off my stuff, right? To stop watching YouTube. And I would embody it and I would sit down and I would probably say this mantra before I close my eyes or right when I close my eyes and allow myself to really move through that breath. Sometimes what I like to do if I set an intention, especially with breath work, I will ask my class or myself, right? Like whatever intention you set or mantra you have, whatever that may be, attach it to your breath. And as you breathe and you feel your breath moving through your body, allow that to move through your body. Allow that truth to move through your body. Okay. Um, so let's see. There's different levels, and I broke this down for a future project. In the future, we are going to have a space that we all gather together physically and we go through stages of growth of a journey together. That is the long-term plan for the purple print, for the oasis, for us to be able to gather and learn and come out new, right? Come out more aware and then more powerful. Okay. And I believe that when we are able to connect to ourselves sensually, which is something that is so like you're told not to do. Whenever you do a thing that you're told not to do and you do it well and you love it, you are more powerful in all areas of your life. Okay. Um, Voice of Velvet. I love this. So, voice of velvet, my words drip with grace and truth. Embodiment, speak your name aloud like a sacred chant. Speak your name, no one else's, your name, right? Mantra, my voice is an offering. These are beautiful. I love them. What makes these different is the idea that it is wrapped in sensual embodiment, spiritual embodiment, and just a whole goddess essence, sacred leadership. So if you were to go through the whole deck, it's not supposed to just leave you in a space where I know how to embody things, but I know how to eventually get to a place where I can lead myself and then naturally lead others, right? So that would be what it would be like to go through a journey of this entire deck, right? And when we do have that space where we all come together, any of the functions that I do going forward will always have my decks. Okay. And so I'll be moving you through these, even if you don't want to pull them yourself. When you see me, this is going to be what we have together, right? And it'll be that, our tarot deck, our mudra deck. But I want us to be able to create a flame for ourselves that is a very self-loving flame, that is very aligned with not my purple print, but our purple print. And purple print, it is the intuitive journey that we live in our lives. It's being tapped into an intuitive way of dating, an intuitive way of raising people, an intuitive way of leading, an intuitive way of walking down the street, just being, right? An intuitive way of making choices that honor who you really are. right? So even the self-discovery is an honoring, remembering is an honoring of who you are and coming back to it and really being able to live it. So that is what this deck is about. No faces or anything like that on here. This is, I mean, anybody can use these decks. But again, doing everything we can to grow our purple print essence, our purple print way. I'll edit this part out. Enjoy your deck. Enjoy your discovery. And look for more examples or polls as to how we would be able to use our Oracle deck.